Hello, boys and girls. My name is Jeff Carlson. You can call me Mr. C. Now, I would like to read you a story. Do you have this book at home? This is from CPH, Concordia Publishing. It's called Arch Books Treasury, Life of Jesus. If you have this book, maybe you can follow along. And if you don't, maybe you can talk to an adult. And maybe you can get one of these books. Well, we're going to read the very first story in the book. It's called Donkey Daniel in Bethlehem. It's based on Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 18. It's written by Janice Kramer and illustrated by Alice Hauser. Well, let's get started. Nearby the town of Nazareth, a long, long time ago, there lived a little donkey with a nose as white as snow. He does have a white nose. His name was Donkey Daniel. He was very strong indeed. Why, he could carry anything that anyone might need. He loved his master Joseph, who was gentle as could be. He loved his cozy little stall. He loved his favorite tree. But Donkey Daniel had a wish he somehow knew had very, very little chance of ever coming true. Yeah, we can see Joseph and his stall, and he is wishing for something. What could it be? He wanted to see the world, to learn what lay beyond, the fences of his master's yard, the neighbor's muddy pond. Perhaps behind those distant hills, he thought, the sky is brown, perhaps the grass is pink, perhaps the trees grow upside down. Well, there's the muddy pond. And there's the trees growing upside down. Oh my goodness. One morning Master Joseph came to Donkey Daniel's stall. "I've brought your breakfast," Joseph said. "Be sure to eat it all. Today we leave for Bethlehem, and you must come along to bring some things and carry Mary on your back so strong." There's Joseph bringing him breakfast, and he's eating all his breakfast. "I am going to Bethlehem," thought Donkey Daniel. Whee! Oh, now I'll learn about the world. Oh, now I'll get to see. He stood impatiently as Joseph started in to pack the things he'd have to carry on his sturdy little back. He is very excited about going on a journey. First came a leather saddle, then some bags of food and drink, and a tiny sack of money. He could hear the coins go clink. There's the saddle, and the bags of food, and a little bit of money in the bag. Let's continue. Then Joseph lifted Mary up. She seemed so very small that Donkey Daniel hardly felt her on his back at all. there is Joseph and Mary. "It's time for us to go," said Joseph. "I will walk ahead." And Donkey Daniel followed where his gentle master led. They passed the houses and the wall. Right out of town they went, and when they reached the distant hills, they started their ascent. There they are walking with Joseph leading, and they start their ascent, going up, up, up. Straight up they climbed till Donkey Daniel thought they'd hit the sky. "Why, I can see for miles around," he cried. "Oh my, oh my!" Then down they went, through valleys green, past laughing little streams. The real world, Donkey Daniel thought, is better than my dreams. They're climbing up, and now they're climbing down. They walked and walked for days, and then at last one afternoon, good Joseph cried, "There's Bethlehem! We ought to be there soon." "That is good news," said Mary. Oh, how gladly she replied, for she was very tired from the long and bumpy ride. The town of Bethlehem was filled with visitors that day, so Joseph had to look and look to find a place to stay. But no one had an empty room, and so they had to sleep on hay inside a stable filled with chickens, cows, and sheep. Oh my goodness, there's Bethlehem, but there was no place to stay. So they had to stay with the animals. They ate their supper, made their beds, and shut the stable door. Then Mary fell asleep, and Joseph started in to snore. "Good night," said Donkey Daniel to the chickens, cows, and sheep. Soon all was calm and silent. Everyone was fast asleep. They're making their beds, and now they're fast asleep. But Donkey Daniel wakened in the middle of the night. "How strange," he mumbled. "Mary's up, the stable's filled with light. And Joseph, why is he awake? Whatever can it be? I must find out what's going on. I must get up and see." He is wondering why Mary is awake, and now Joseph is awake, and there is a lot of light. He didn't quite expect to see the sight that met his eyes. "A baby!" Donkey Daniel cried with wonder and surprise. A baby! Why, Mary's had a baby boy, and such a lovely child. See there? He looked at me just then. I think he even smiled. Then suddenly a knock was heard upon the stable door. 3 men came in, quite out of breath, and knelt upon the floor. "We're shepherds," they explained. "We've come to see the Son of God." "What do they mean?" thought Donkey Daniel. "This is very odd." They knocked on the door, and the shepherds wanted to see the Son of God. He tried to understand each word the happy shepherds said, how angels had appeared to say that in a manger bed they'd find the Son of God, a child, new-born of holy birth, a baby who was Christ the Lord, the Savior of the earth. He tried but didn't understand the many words he heard. How could a tiny little babe be Christ, the mighty Lord? But then a strange thing happened. Something made him bow his head before the baby Jesus, lying in the manger bed. He is bowing before the baby Jesus. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.